Namaste. My name is Vivekanand, and it feels great to be doing this series with David Leopold. This is a trailer for 8th episode in a series entitled Prince2 for Small Businesses. This series is created with a view to help entrepreneurs who have lots and lots of ideas and would like to start lots of projects. Since every enterprise, regardless of size, has to utilize resources effectively, every business can benefit from adopting principles of Prince2. In this episode, the focus is on organization theme of Prince2. As in every episode, we begin with just a minute, where each panel member takes center stage and gives their 60-second pitch, followed by a short presentation covering the topic of the day. This episode is going to be about how Prince2 handles organization. How you define the roles within your organizations determines whether you are successful in a project or not. This week again, I would tell you a story snippet from the popular science fiction TV series Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 3, and episode entitled The Measure of a Man, and try to explain to you how it relates to business and Prince2. With help from David Leopold, who has created and built an amazing Dreaming with Entrepreneurs community on Google+, I'm certain we will have a great discussion. As an engineer myself, I always will need help and guidance from expert marketers such as David. Now I need to do a screen share, so I would be pinning David.
Is that my cue, Vivek?
Yeah.
First of all, it's amazing that we are now in week 8 of this Prince2 discussion. I hope that anybody who has viewed the previous 7 episodes, if you will, have learned half as much as I have learned listening to you present the concepts, and how so very practical, straightforward they are. The mind map that you shared with me early on, quite honestly, was a little complicated for me to comprehend. I've got a very simple mind, Vivek. But the way that you break down the sections and talk about each area, it brings a lot of sense to that mind map, and it is very, very logical in how it all works. And I'm really looking forward to just talking about organization, because you have to have the proper organizational principles in place for your organization to move forward.
Yeah. And as usual, I mean, there are many aspects one can learn from science fiction. This particular episode of Star Trek deals with changing roles and how they affect our lives. So this week again, I'm inviting a networking guru, Mr. Stephen Thomas, who has written a book, Business Networking for Dummies. I hope he would be able to join us as a guest. He is a director of a company for networking, which allows you to network with business owners anywhere, anytime, as their tagline says there.
I'm real anxious to listen to him, Vivek. Number one, when he puts the word dummies in his title, it gets my attention right away. But I used to be a very, very active networker outside of my home, and that's before I became an online person like I am today. But you and I both know there's a tremendous amount of networking value in the Hangouts on Air that we do, or just the Hangouts, a private Hangout that can be put together. So I doubt I don't know his book, but I'd be interested to see at the time that it was written where was.
It's a relatively new book. I need to check the date on that, but it has really just really been released, more or less.
Well, he probably talks about HOAs. I hope he does. Somewhere in the book, I saw Twitter there, and I thought I saw LinkedIn there.
Yeah, he does have a LinkedIn profile. He is getting into Google Plus and so on. Yeah, but as you know, Google Plus itself is still, you can say, in comparison to at least Facebook, Google Plus is still relatively new. So
It is.
yeah,
Man, it seems like I've been doing it for years, Vivek.
yeah. So then, yeah, as this screen capture shows, this book is one of the top 3 books on Amazon bestsellers, at least here in the UK. And then here's the mind map, which I would be talking about. I would be explaining it, making it simple. The event starts from 3 p.m. British Summer Time, which would be 8 a.m. in San Francisco and Seattle, USA, 10 a.m. in Cincinnati, USA, Quebec, Canada, 8:30 p.m. in Bangalore, India. So yeah, it's I shall pin you again. I need to come back into the view. Stop this screen share.
I have one final thing to say about this HOA on Monday, Vivek. Avoid the cowboys and hire the Indians.
Yeah. Interestingly, I learned to do the 40-second pitch or the 60-second pitch by joining the organization that Mr. Stephen Thomas is part of. So you can say he has played quite a major role in formulating my 60-second pitch. And interestingly, this book, which he has authored, this book has a foreword from the managing director of the networking group. He is Brad Burton, and Brad Burton is the one who gave me the line, "Avoid the cowboys, work with the Indian."
He gave it to you, or you had to pay for it. When you think about it, it's some great branding. You and I have a lot of fun with that line, but it's a great branding concept.
Yeah, it's a gift to me from him. I would say yes. It's I didn't have to pay for it as such. It was a gift. It's a great gift, I would say. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Great one. You did well on your investment of that one.
Yeah, so we will share experiences and insights on Monday, and talk about what would be coming up in the episode next to that. and we would conclude the episode. Um, I'm sure you would want to join us, so please click on the yes or at least maybe button on the event page so that an entry gets created in your Google Calendar and you get an automatic reminder. You will also be able to view the event live if you click on the event in your calendar and you have configured your devices correctly. As I always say, integrate, simplify life. See you
May I make
there.
one, may I make one final comment?
Yeah, go on.
As you know, we have our Dreaming with Entrepreneurs in Google Plus community meetings on Saturday mornings. How would you like to come and spend a little bit of time and talk about organization, theme, do a little presentation to our community, and then it'll help prep and get folks excited for your Monday HOA. How's that?
Yeah, I shall try to do that. I actually have a trip to make on Saturday, so I don't know whether. Let me see.
Okay.
I can't really promise this Saturday. This Saturday.
That's okay, but it's a theme that
Yeah.
lots and lots of small business owners and entrepreneurs must really get into.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Integrate, simplify life.